Live from WLNS TV, this is 6 News at 6.
A community is in shock after 2 people were shot and killed today on the campus of Central Michigan University. It is our top story tonight at 6. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sherry Jones.
And I'm Lauren Thompson. It was the last day before spring break for CMU students.
But the excitement to take some time off from class was shattered when shots rang out at around 8:30 this morning.
It happened on the 4th floor of CMU's Campbell Hall. That's a residence hall on the university's main campus in Mount Pleasant.
When police arrived, they found 2 people had been fatally shot. The shooter is believed to be a student, 19-year-old James Eric Davis, Jr. of Illinois. And a state representative from Illinois has identified the victims as Chicago area police officer James Davis, Sr. and his wife. Tensions are still high in Mount Pleasant because the shooter is still on the loose.
Well, we have team coverage for you tonight. We start with Jorma Duran. He's live on campus right now. What can you tell us about the search, Jorma?
Sherry, Lauren, the search for 19-year-old James Eric Davis Jr. is still underway. More than 100 officers are out searching for him, both on the ground and in the air, although it's going to get dark very soon, so the air search will likely need to cease. Now, Davis is a student here at Central Michigan University, but authorities say both shooting victims are not students or faculty. We were told this is a domestic dispute, and as we just mentioned, involving the suspect's parents, who are still inside Campbell Residence Hall where the shooting took place. Officials tell me Davis was last seen running north of campus shortly after the incident, wearing a dark-colored hoodie, but investigators say they found clothing they believe was his as they were searching for him, so authorities hope someone will recognize him and call 911.
So we're encouraging people, if they see Mr. Davis, that please do not approach him. We can consider him to be armed and dangerous at this point, but to call police, call 911. Don't approach him, but we do need the community's help in an effort to locate this individual.
I want to assure all of you and everybody watching that the safety of our students, the safety of our faculty, our staff, the safety of this community is paramount, and we will do whatever is necessary as we go through this process of understanding what happened, as we go through this process of learning from this to make our campus even safer.
This was a terrible incident. It was an isolated incident, but we had 2 people that were killed in a residence facility. That's traumatic to the students, to the parents, to the staff, to the faculty, in this case the community, because this individual is still at large.
Now, this incident is far different than the Parkland, Florida school shooting, but according to both Governor Snyder and President Ross, this will again bring up the gun debate and gun-free zones. Governor Snyder says this shows that it's not just a K-12 issue, and President Ross told me his staff works hard and is vigilant to make sure that this is a gun-free zone, but at any time during the day or during the school year, this is an open campus, and 30,000 people may be here on school grounds. That's the latest here at Mount Pleasant. Here for you for 6 News. Sherry, Lauren, back to you.
All right, thank you, Jorma. Now, we were able to contact one of Davis's professors at CMU this morning.
He wanted to stay anonymous, but did give us some insight into the suspect's mindset. Now, the professor says Davis was not himself in class on Wednesday, and something was clearly on his mind. He says Davis wasn't very social with other students, but was usually a good student and a friendly person with a passion to become a teacher.
We're going to send it back to our team on CMU's campus. Madeline Odell is there getting reaction from students and parents tonight. Maddie, what did they tell you?
Sherry and Lauren, students are now being allowed to leave and go back into their dorms, but that wasn't the case even just a couple hours ago. We spoke to some students earlier today who were here before they were able to leave.
Regarding this morning's incident on CMU's campus, the suspect is still at large.
This is the message students at Central Michigan University received this morning.
At this time, please shelter in place where you are if you are located on CMU's campus. Thank you.
Warning them about an active shooter on their campus.
I just kind of think like it would never happen here, but just crazy people, crazy world. So.
And while getting the call was shocking, students say life still moved on.
We're just trying to leave, for our game, so just trying to get out of here.
6 News caught up with these CMU hockey players waiting for their friends who were told to stay put once the lockdown went into effect.
I wasn't necessarily scared. I knew it was on campus. I live about 2 miles off, so I wasn't too worried, but I mean, it's scary for everyone around here.
But although they were off campus when the call came and say they always felt safe, they recognize that for others, the fear was much more real.
At first, it was more just initial shock because you don't think it will happen to you. But then when it does, it's even more terrifying to know that it actually just can happen to you when you least expect it to.
I also caught up with parents today. They say they were generally happy with how the university responded and felt they were always well informed. However, they also added that this shooting has raised some questions about what the campus can do differently regarding safety.
They'll probably have to look at taking different measures in those halls around campus and stuff, and maybe put in metal detectors or something. You know, I don't know what the answer is. You'd have to really sit down and give it a lot of thought, you know, instead of just pass laws, because that's not going to work. I mean, they already have a gun-free zone. That didn't work.
Many of the parents and siblings I spoke with today also added that they're just happy that their loved ones are safe and home safe and sound with them tonight. Here for you on CMU's campus, Madeline Odell, 6 News.
Thank you, Madeline. With the events unfolding at CMU, we talked to officials at Michigan State to see what procedures the university's police have in place in case of an active shooter situation. Alicia Bergio is here for you in studio tonight. Alicia, what did you learn?
Sherry, MSU police couldn't tell me exactly what procedures they have in place because they don't want to tip their hand in the event there was an active shooter on campus. But officials do say they take these types of situations very seriously to make sure their officers are properly trained for rapid intervention. The MSU Police Department provides active violence programs that are offered to faculty, staff, and students. There's also information and resources available on their website. And that's not all. MSU police use the MSU alert system to notify those on or near campus of an emergency. But what does it mean when police urge people to shelter in place? MSU Police Captain Doug Monette says it means hide, stay inside, and stay where you are. As far as what steps to take when a lockdown is enforced,
some of the different strategies could be run, hide, or fight. But obviously running away from the situation if it's safe to get away. Hiding if the incident is near you, and the best thing to do is hide. You know, get yourself in a position to where you're concealed and not make any noise. And then the worst case scenario, if it had to be, fight.
When these tragic incidents happen across the country, MSU police say they do research to figure out best practices, or in their words, lessons learned, and they try to implement that in their training. To find out more information about active violence procedures, we've posted a link under the Scene on 6 section of our website. Lauren?
All right, thanks, Alicia. We'll stay with 6 News. We will continue to bring you all of the latest developments and new information as the investigation into the Central Michigan University shooting continues.
This is Weather First from Storm Tracker 6. Brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people.
Well, we've seen a beautiful, beautiful day across mid-Michigan with temperatures in the 40s, melting what snow is out there, and there is quite a bit across portions of the area. But readings right now in the lower 40s, so the snow melt continues. St. John's Tower cam, a little breezy out this afternoon. Temperature currently sitting at 42 degrees, west winds at 5 miles per hour, so it feels like it's 39. On our WLNS Tower cam, sun heading down in the sky. Temperature in the lower 40s, but notice the sun is still kind of high. We're gaining a few minutes of daylight each day now as we're getting closer and closer to spring and summer, so the natural warm-up is occurring. So we check out the Grant Ledge Tower cam. Beautiful shot there as the sun creates those nice oranges on the horizon. Then you got the blue sky above. Temperature at 41 degrees. Winds are calm on the Jackson cam. Same thing overall. Beautiful looking shot. Temperature 41. Winds at 7 miles per hour. Hillsdale Tower cam, oh yeah, we got a little snow to melt on the ground. Some of the highest snowfall totals were across Washtenaw County, where you had 7-8 inches of snow, and across portions of Jackson County as well, some 6-7 inch reports coming in. Temperature right now in Hillsdale at 39 degrees and no wind chill to deal with. The readings where the snowpack is a little thicker are cooler this afternoon. Ann Arbor 39, Howell 39 degrees, Adrian 39, otherwise low 40s. Satellite and radar, mostly clear skies for now, and that will continue continue for tonight. Precision cast as we take you through tomorrow morning with the clear skies. Lows tomorrow in the lower 20s, so it's going to be a fairly chilly start to your weekend. But by the afternoon, sunshine, light winds in mid-40s. If you've got some snow to melt, that should help that along. If you don't, enjoy some time outside. Looks really nice out there tomorrow. Saturday night and Sunday, any major storm system still pretty far away. So overall, the nice weather will continue as we move into Sunday afternoon as well, with no threat of any rain or snow. Of course, that's going to change. We're getting closer to spring, so it's a pretty active period for us as far as storm systems go. And one will be brewing to our west as we move through Sunday afternoon and into Monday. Notice the rain-snow line already getting pretty far north, so I think as this gets closer, I think we're dry for Monday, but by Monday night and Tuesday, as it is closer, it's primarily rain showers. Maybe if it's early enough, we can get a few snowflakes in there, but by the afternoon, 40s are on the way, and it should be just raindrops as opposed to snowflakes. Tonight, mostly clear, low temperature down to 20 degrees, a couple degrees below average. Tomorrow's forecast, lots of sunshine, highs in the mid-40s, northeast winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. That's looking pretty good. The 6-day forecast, mid to upper 40s, Sunday, Monday, cooling off a little bit Tuesday and Wednesday. Rain-snow mix, rain-snow showers on Wednesday. Doesn't look heavy, though. Chilly on Thursday, then we start to warm back up. Back into the 40s we go, and some rain, primarily rain showers Saturday, Sunday, and or Monday. Cold enough Tuesday for a few snowflakes to mix in. Doesn't look like a huge storm system, at least several days of chances for rain, though. So we look at traffic tracker this afternoon. There is one accident. You see the slowdown that's taking place on 96 on that westbound lane because of that, so be aware of that. Otherwise, the rest of our major highways appear to be in pretty good shape this afternoon so far, so that's the only accident we're tracking, at least for now.
Yeah, looks like a pretty nice weekend ahead.
Sunshine and 40s, can't beat that.
Absolutely.
We'll take it. Well, still ahead, the Ingham County Sheriff announced a program today designed to improve the safety at local schools. We'll break it down for you right after the break.
With increasing concerns about gun violence, schools all across the country are getting proactive to prevent it.
That includes districts right here in mid-Michigan. Today, Ingham County Sheriff Scott Rigglesworth announced the Safe School Initiative. That program will involve increasing the police presence at 19 buildings in several school districts, including Holt, Weberville, Dansville, Mason, and Leslie.
And I never, for 1 hour of one day in my 13 years at Holt, ever thought about getting shot sitting in school. It was never a topic of conversation. It was never talked about. It was never a worry. And now, all too often, it's a worry every minute of every day for some of these kids. And we have got to change that for them.
Well, the Safe School Initiative will give schools more frequent visits from police officers, both in uniform and in plain clothes, so potential shooters won't know whether or not an officer is present at any given time.
Very interesting. Fred's up next with sports, and he has March Madness fever.
Yeah, and talking about a big game that's set for tomorrow with the Spartans, right, Fred?
Yeah, it's right here on TV6. We might get about an 85 rating for that game. Michigan and Michigan State will tell you how both teams got there. Up next, and Jay Sarkar reports from New York on the Spartans, and we'll hear from the Wolverines. Stay with us up next in sports.
This is 6 Sports.
The dream matchup in the semifinals of the Big Ten tournament tomorrow is going to happen. Everyone wanted it. Now it's going to take place. Michigan against Michigan State tomorrow afternoon at 2 right here on TV6. The Spartans did their part in the earlier game today. Cassius Winston all fired up for this quarterfinal matchup against Wisconsin. Spartans found their shooting touch early. Miles Bridges was terrific. That three-pointer gave MSU a 3-point lead. End of the first half, Cassius Winston trying to beat the buzzer. 4, 3, 2, 1, count it! MSU up 4 at the half. Second half, Bridges gets a screen here and a pass from Xavier Tillman. That clears the way for his 3. Spartans back up by 1, but it was tight all the way. 5.5 minutes left in the game. State down 2. The pass here inside to Jaron Jackson. The dunk. Foul and 1, but Jackson would eventually foul out. 3 minutes left. Spartans up 4. The Badgers go inside to Khalil Iverson. He gets the roll and a Michigan State foul. 1-point game. Minute and a half left. Spartans up 2. This may be the biggest play of the game. Winston finds Matt McQuaid for 3. Spartans up by 5. That was the dagger. It will knock Wisconsin out of the NCAA tourney. Spartans win at 63-60 and live on. Jay Sarkar with more.
With the calendar turning to March, it is officially survive and advance season. That's exactly what the Spartans did today. Wisconsin got off a final shot before the buzzer, but Michigan State hangs on to win 63-60 over the Badgers and move on to the Big Ten tourney semifinals for the first time in 2 years.
I was disappointed in my team, maybe in myself too. I just didn't think we played well. But, you know, like some of my equipment man and guys like that said to me after, when has it been any different with Wisconsin?
He's glad that we, got the dub, first of all, we're moving on. But we know we can play a lot better than that. There's a lot of things that we messed up on in terms of just our offensive execution. We're doing everything hard. We're playing hard, but there's just little things like we have to shore up, especially in March.
As the game went final today and Davison missed that shot, the clock hit 0, was that kind of you guys not only breathing a sigh of relief, but kind of a reminder like this is what March is going to be like from here on out?
Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to pull out a lot of blowouts. You know what I'm saying? Teams are playing their best right now. This is that time of the year where teams are, finally clicking, figuring each other out. So every game's going to be a tough one. We got to do our job a little bit better.
The Spartans don't care if they take on Michigan or Nebraska. They just want to make it to Sunday and contend for the program's 4th Big Ten tournament title in the last 7 years. In New York, Jay Sarkar, 6 Sports.
All right, Jay, they say that. I don't believe them. I think Michigan State wanted Michigan, and they're going to get them. The Wolverines facing Nebraska today. First half, Wolverines up 13, adding to it Mo Wagner. 2-hand slam. He had 20 points and 13 rebounds. Second half, Duncan Robinson, corner for 3. He had 16. Wolverines up a dozen. Muhammad Abdul Rockman there having himself a day. Hits the 3. Rockman led the team with 21 points. Michigan storms past Nebraska 77-58. A rematch with Michigan State tomorrow in the Big Ten semifinal.
To be honest with you, I'm not trying to think about that too much right now. I'm going to enjoy this one for the next hour or two, and then we're going to worry a lot about it tomorrow night and tonight, just talk about it. But, yeah, obviously they're a good team, really great team. They didn't win the Big Ten championship for no reason, so to play for a really, really tough championship here.
You got to be ready to play. This team is incredibly talented, really well coached, got a great just a program there, and we're going to have to play like we've been playing and then some.
Can't wait. 2 o'clock tomorrow here on TV6. Tournament time everywhere. This is why it's March Madness. MSU plays in the Big Ten hockey tournament tonight in Columbus against Ohio State. A best-of-3 series on the weekend. Highlights of that first game tonight on the 5th quarter. High school basketball tonight. That too. Championship games in girls' districts. The big one is El Waso. Unbeaten East Lansing faces another local power, DeWitt. Both sides really looking forward to this repeat matchup.
I'm very excited about playing DeWitt for the championship because they're a really good team and they're a really good challenge for us. They're rivals of ours, so it's always good to, play against them and try to get the win.
They've had very high expectations for themselves, and they set their goals very high, and league is one, and they still want to do some things in the tournament too. So we're hopefully starting to play some of our best basketball.
DeWitt is a really good program. As you know, Bill McCullen is there's nobody better in the game of basketball and coaching, and so it's just going to be a great opportunity to go in there and work hard and battle and try to be the best that we can be against a really, really good DeWitt Panther team.
Yeah, this time of the year just isn't any fun. We'll see you tonight at 11:15 for the 5th quarter. Okay, see you then.
All right, and Laura and I will see you tomorrow about 2. We're going to bring the popcorn.
Exactly.
We'll be down to the sports office.
I think Brad's going to be doing cartwheels. He's so excited. We'll keep it here. David's back after the break. He's got a final look at your weekend forecast. Well, it looks like we're going to get some sunshine for the weekend.
We are. Mother Nature just called and said, I've got a beautiful weekend in store. Mid-40s for highs, lots of sunshine Saturday and Sunday. Then by next week, here we go again. More rain, snow showers possible on Tuesday. Wednesday, it looks like the system's just getting out of here, but it gets a little colder, so maybe a light rain snow mix, nothing heavy. Mid-30s for highs on Thursday, overnight lows in the 20s. Morning snow shower, perhaps a rain shower. But that system, too, a 20% chance, so not a lot happening out there. Good news is we've got Saturday and Sunday.
That's right.
That's the warm days. That's the sunny days. Lauren and I are doing a little 5K tomorrow.
That's right. You're running for the House of Promise, right?
Yes,
That's awesome. Good luck. It's going to be very, very nice. We'll see who wins.
I'm running the 20-footer, just in case you're wondering.
20 feet to where, Brad?
Yeah, a 20-foot race tomorrow.
20
Good luck in yours.
You're racing to the couch for the Spartan-Michigan game, right? With the detour to the
I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it.
I want to run his race. I like that one.
Exactly.
After you're done.
Right.
Whatever your plans are, we hope you have a great one.
Absolutely, and I'll see you back here for 6 News at 11 and the Friday night fifth quarter.
Thank you.